much about you pre
Yeah.
being married to Will back in the 90s. Where did you grow up? Who was little Sheree?
Upstate New York. So I'm from Schenectady, New
Mm.
York. Yeah. And I had, my mother was a single parent. My dad was around. My dad is Italian. My mother's Black. So there was that dynamic. I dealt with a lot of racism in the family. And like on my dad's side. And let me tell you what's really interesting. I got to say this. This literally was a discovery 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
What?
So I tell the story, he, and I've made peace with him. This is my father's father, my biological paternal grandfather. I didn't meet him until I was 16 years old because he didn't want, he just couldn't accept, he didn't want, anything to do with Black grandchildren. And what was really interesting is I've always carried the mantra that, oh, I was rejected as a child. And then it was like, I wasn't rejected.
Right.
How could I be rejected? He didn't even know me.
Right.
He didn't reject me. He rejected the idea of a Black grandchild, a Black, granddaughter, a Black grandson. So it wasn't personal. Mm-mm. It wasn't personal. And I made my peace with him prior because I got to see him with my son. I got to see him with Trey. When Trey was a baby, I took Trey back. He wasn't even 2 and he loved on Trey. And, and that was so beautiful to see because I saw his evolution. I saw his growth. You never know what people are taught. I don't know what his upbringing was. I don't know. Maybe he had a Black girlfriend and he got a beat down for it. I don't know. There's so many things that we don't know. We don't have all the information. That's why we are to believe the best, because you don't know. You're making it up. So at least make up something that works for you.
Or at least make up something that doesn't connect you as the person who's responsible. Because I think a lot of people do. They love to say, it's my fault that my grandfather didn't love me.
No. I don't think I've ever done that.
Good.
I don't think I ever thought it was, I guess maybe in a way, because you take away from it that maybe you're not lovable. So I guess that is kind of, a blame. Mm-hmm. That is an avenue of blame. But I knew that was really his stuff, but I still thought I was rejected. Mm-hmm. And the game changer was how could he reject me? He didn't know me. He didn't even know me to reject me. He rejected the idea of,
well, society is like that. It's like wherever it came from, obviously we know there's lots of families that teach their children really horrible things.
Thanks for hanging out, Mama. I know how little time we have in our day to honor ourselves, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of it. Make sure you click like, rate, and subscribe. I'd love to hear what you think about today's show and what you want to hear going forward. Remember, mommying is a gift, and you're doing a kick-ass job. So, woosah and Mamaste.